It's kind of crazy. It's pretty strong. You'd be surprised on how strong it is. Hey bro, what's up? Today I wanted to make a video about this little guy right here, which is Ashwagandha. And if you've never heard of Ashwagandha, well, you'd be like me about 2 years ago when I first found out about it on the Andrew Huberman podcast. And if you've never heard of it yourself, it's a supplement that can be taken to help with anxiety and reducing stress overall. Let's go back in time a little bit. So more than 2 years ago, I was suffering from severe anxiety for a long time. For about 6 months, maybe, I had panic attacks all the time. I was feeling unwell all the time, waking up anxious, going to sleep anxious, and just living a life that you don't want to live, when you're stressed all the time and nothing's going your right way, okay? So when I heard about Ashwagandha on the Andrew Huberman podcast and that it could help you with anxiety and reducing stress, I was really interested immediately. And I ordered some online before doing any research or anything, which is kind of stupid when you think about it. But it was worth it because guess what? It actually helped me a ton. Ashwagandha is a natural supplement. It's a root that can be found in Asia, Africa, and also in the Middle East, I believe. This root has been used for like centuries by the people that live over there as something to help with stress, but it's something that only like recently started blowing up again with, for example, the Andrew Huberman podcast again. So I ordered some, I received it, and the first day I started using it, it was an immediate effect on my well-being, pretty much. The first time I took it, it was in the morning, and maybe about 2 hours later, I was already feeling so much better. I had like butterflies in my stomach. I had the feeling of, I don't know if you see what I mean, but I had the feeling of warmth in my stomach. It felt so nice. It felt like I was a kid again. And you have no stress. You're just living your happy life. And that's pretty much how I was feeling all the time when I took Ashwagandha for the first time, which was just great. The feeling that I had was something that I missed for 6 months. So I've never felt this way in 6 months. And when I took it, man, it helped me a ton. And I was feeling very grateful for this. Now, you should be careful with Ashwagandha. We're going to speak about this a little bit later on. It's not something that you can take every single day and just be fine with it. There are ways to use it and ways to take it. And we're going to speak also about the benefits and all of these things, because the first benefit, of course, is reducing cortisol, which is the stress hormone. So when you reduce cortisol in your body, you're just feeling immediate relief of stress. Now, be careful. A relief of stress doesn't mean that the cause is gone, okay? If you have anxiety, if you have symptoms of anxiety or just general high stress levels all the time, there's a reason for it. It's your body telling you, okay man, now it's time to do something about this situation, this thing that is not going right. And your body is really smart, but not enough to tell you exactly what it is. And you'll have to find it yourself. For me, it's just that I was living a life of no purpose. I was just following what people were telling me to do. And at some point, I just had enough of it. But I was not really aware until my body told me to, when I started having panic attacks and stuff like this. So when you take Ashwagandha, you're only treating the symptoms. What you should be doing at any point, whether you are experiencing anxiety right now, depression, anything like this, any mental health issue, it's just your body telling you something ain't right and you have to do something about it, okay? Taking this will only take care of the symptoms. Once the symptoms are taken care of and you are clear-minded, that's when you can start working on the cause, okay? So don't mix those two together. This won't save you from ever having anxiety again. It will help you to have a clear mind and maybe help you find what the cause is and work on it. Now that this is out of the way, and this is really important, so if you guys are experiencing this, just note this, really, really important, okay? Some of the benefits of Ashwagandha is linked to the cortisol level. So if you have less cortisol in your body, you're feeling less stressed, of course, you will sleep better. Because when you're stressed, of course, your sleep sucks. Sometimes you can sleep for hours and wake up not rested because your body has not been in a very efficient sleep. This helped a ton with sleep quality, no, not quantity, but quality for sure. The first time I used it, I had very vivid dreams the first night, and the first weeks also, every single time I took it. So it's like your body goes into a really deep sleep period when you take ashwagandha. Now, this has been only my experience with it. Maybe you will react otherwise, but for me, sleep has improved a lot. Now, I've seen other things online about ashwagandha that are really, really interesting, especially if you're into fitness and this kind of stuff. It's supposed to increase testosterone, not directly, but indirectly, because cortisol as an hormone is pretty much inversely linked to testosterone. The reason is really simple if you think about it. A man that is stressed will have less testosterone because testosterone is inhibited by cortisol. That just makes sense. Weak men that are stressed all the time, they're the ones that have no testosterone. Now, inversely, this is the same thing. If you have a low cortisol, you have high testosterone. This works inversely, okay? So if you take ashwagandha and you lower cortisol, this is going to increase testosterone. And what testosterone does for men is muscle building, mental strength, confidence, all these kind of things, bone structure, all of this will be increased by taking ashwagandha, but not directly. So this is not a supplement to increase testosterone, especially because you're not supposed to take it every single day, but this will help over the short term. So if you are into fitness, you can improve performances, athletic performances by taking ashwagandha. You can help muscle building, you can help recovery, as I said before, with sleep. So overall, for fitness, ashwagandha is a great supplement too, but it's not supposed to be used this way. So if you don't have to use ashwagandha, don't use ashwagandha. You already have low cortisol if you're not stressed, so don't worry about it, okay? Other benefits for men are fertility. It actually increases fertility in men. Pretty interesting if you guys are having trouble having kids, why not? And also something really interesting, if you guys have a girlfriend, it also increases libido for women. So, maybe offer her a little pack of ashwagandha from time to time. But now when it comes to the downside, I want you guys to know this is really, really important. Ashwagandha is a supplement, as I said, that is taking care of the symptoms of stress. If you're not treating the cause and you start taking ashwagandha every single day for more than a month, you will start experiencing higher levels of stress overall because your body will forget how to deal with stress itself, okay? And when I say this is important, this is majorly important. Ashwagandha can increase stress, so it can increase testosterone. It can increase testosterone, but it can increase cortisol levels over the long term if you take it every single day, because your body doesn't know how to react to stress anymore, and just cortisol starts building up in your body, which really sucks. What I recommend is that you take ashwagandha from time to time, just like I do. You can take it maximum 1 time a day for 1 month. Once the month is over, you have to stop for about a month to get back to help your body get back to how it treats stress itself, okay? What I do myself is that I take ashwagandha the only time when I know I'm gonna have either a stressful day or I want to have a good night's sleep. If I take it 2 hours before going to sleep, I have an amazing night of sleep. And if I take it in the morning when I know I'm gonna have a stressful day, it helps me just relax during the day. It's kind of crazy, it's pretty strong. You'd be surprised on how strong it is. When I take it on a stressful day, something stressful happens and you're supposed to feel something in your stomach, like clenching pretty much, and it just doesn't happen. You're supposed to be stressed for this situation, yet you're not. It's kind of a strange effect that you really have to test it to know how it feels like. And yeah, just for me, it's an amazing tool that I use on my daily life when I know I'm gonna need it. So overall, I really recommend it for you guys if you're interested into fitness, if you have problems with stress and cortisol levels that are too high, and all these things that make a shitty life sometimes. This can help you a lot with it. So if you guys are interested into taking ashwagandha, go and look it up. Maybe go and watch the Andrew Huberman podcast too. And yeah, on this channel also I'm going to speak a lot about mental health, other ways to fix not only the symptoms but the cause of mental health issues, like social medias and a lot of things like this, help you with meditation, journaling, and a lot of other ways to treat the cause of anxiety, the cause of depression, and the cause of unwellness for men pretty much. So if you guys are interested into these kind of things, self-improvement, mental health, all of this, follow me on this channel, subscribe right now, and I'm gonna make many more videos on the subject, trust me on this. Also, in the description, in the first link that you can find in the description, there is a quiz for men about anxiety. So go and take it also, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.